Hello everyone, I'm Onna Harps and welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time visiting my channel, welcome. Before I begin the video, if you like this video, make sure that you hit that like button down below, comment, subscribe, and even share my video. And make sure that you hit that notification button down below, and then that way you'll be notified each and every time I upload a video. So today I am going to be reviewing Inmate to Roommate, and this is season 1 and it's episode 7. So the premise of the show is about newly released inmates and their experiences with their new roommates. So first of all, we're going to begin with Ari and Tiffany. Tiffany has invited Ari into her home. She just was released from serving 4 years of prison for credit card theft, identity theft, check fraud, and a whole myriad of other things. But anyway, Tiffany agrees to take Ari in as her roommate. So she's only been out of prison for a couple of days, and they are headed to the club that they had met at. So everybody's at the club, everybody's partying it up, doing it up. Artie's ordering bottle service, and her name is Ari. I'm sorry, she's ordering bottle service to the tune of like $350 worth of Patron. So Tiffany has her friend Quinn. That's her best friend. She's in tow. Quinn was living with Tiffany before Ari was released from prison. And then after she got released, Tiffany told Quinn that she had to leave because the 2-bedroom apartment that she applied for had fell through. So now she has to stay in the 1-bedroom apartment. But Quinn is her best friend, and I still don't understand for the life of me why she would tell Quinn that she has to leave and let Ari come live with her, because it's not like Ari is destitute. Ari has a mother, because when Tiffany confronted her about, where she got the money from, she said that she had received her stimulus check and that her parents had given her some money. But, this is the thing. Tiffany has given Ari 30 days to get back up on her feet, but, looks like she's on her feet. You have $350 for the bottle service. Heck, you could run me some money. But anyway, while they were at the club, Quinn confronts Ari. She's like, I feel like, you're using my best friend Tiffany. But if you ask me, Tiffany is a grown adult. Tiffany should know whether or not, she feels like she's being used or not. So anyway, Quinn, she's at the club, she's like Gucci down. She has her Timbs on. She got her sunglasses on, her one earring. She got her hat turned to the back. And, she confronted Ari. She was like, where are you getting all of this money? And of course, Ari told her, it was none of her business. So anyway, the next day, Tiffany told Ari that they were just going to have to play it by ear for the rest of this relationship. So it looks like, Ari is already on her way out of the door. So next we have Sandra and Mark. They took Nick into their home after he fell asleep and did 2.5 years in prison for, he fell asleep in Chick-fil-A parking lot, and he was arrested with paraphernalia in his vehicle. So he did 2.5 years in prison. So since he's been out, he bought a Range Rover. Don't forget, he doesn't have a driver's license. He doesn't have car insurance. And at this point, he's been out of prison for 21 days. So Mark and Sandra and Nick are all preparing to go to the St. Louis Mardi Gras. It's the second largest Mardi Gras in the nation. And Sandra has concerns that, Nick might drink. You think? But anyway, Nick goes to Mardi Gras. Nick parties it up. I mean, he's like throwing back those hurricanes. And he also brought a woman home with him from Mardi Gras, and he banged her in Sandra and Mark's home. So he has money for a Range Rover, but, dude doesn't have money for a room. Okay. So anyway, Mark said that he would talk to Nick later about the lady staying over. Now, I don't know why Mark has a problem with it now, for the simple fact that the lady came home with them from Mardi Gras, and they were back at the house, partying it up. So I don't understand why, it's gonna be an issue now. If they wanted the lady to leave, they should have asked her to leave, the night before, and told her, hey, visiting hours are over. So anyway, the next relationship that I want to arrangement that I want to talk about is Mark and Shauna. They invited Bill into their home. Bill had served 18 years because he was a jewel thief. So anyway, Bill gets a traveling pass to go to California to visit his girlfriend that he had met along while he was in prison. So Mark is driving him to the airport, and Bill informs him that, he really is in love with this lady, Mary, and that he thinks that he might marry her. And Mark was like, yeah, that's a good idea. How about you just keep your ass in Cali? Okay. So anyway, Bill is living it up in Los Angeles. He's at a restaurant throwing back, lobster. He just having the time of his life. But little does he know that Mark and Shauna are back at the house plotting to get him out of the house because they don't want him to stay there anymore. So doesn't look like Bill's going to have a spot after he comes back from California, because they showed scenes from next week of the upcoming episode, and they've changed their locks. But I mean, I thought that was illegal eviction. I mean, you can't do that. I mean, don't they have to give him a 30-day notice or something? But anyway, we'll see how this arrangement continues. So the next arrangement that I want to talk to you about is Jovan and Artie. I mean, these two crack me up. Artie has invited Jovan into her home after he was released from prison. And since he's been released from prison, the only thing that she's been talking about is that he's not spending any time with her and that he's being disrespectful. But the only thing that Jovan has done was visited his daughter and visited his family and, visited his mother. So I just don't understand why Artie feels that Jovan is disrespecting her, because this is episode 7, and for the last 7 episodes I haven't gotten anything from Jovan that he promised her a relationship or anything of that nature. So anyway, Jovan had called Artie, and she said that he sounded like he was sad. So she took it upon herself to order up Italian food. She had French bread, spaghetti, all different kinds of pastas, salad and stuff like that. And then she calls Jovan and she goes straight to voicemail. So you already know she's a bit salty about that. Okay. So anyway, her son comes over and they're still trying to get in contact with Jovan, and they're going straight to voicemail. And Artie told her son that she didn't give Jovan a key yet because she said that she doesn't really trust him fully because he was just recently released from prison. And I'm saying to myself, okay, you have a complete stranger in your home, because her friend in prison had introduced them, over the phone, and they just basically been conversating over the telephone, but they didn't know each other before he was released from prison. So I'm saying, you don't feel comfortable giving him, a complete stranger, a key to your house, but you invited a newly released inmate to come, live in your home. So, like that math kind of like ain't mathing. But anywho, he doesn't show up for dinner, and he finally shows up about like 1 o'clock in the morning. And, Artie had turned out all the lights. She was like, this ain't Motel 6. I'm not leaving the lights on for anybody. So anyway, he comes in the home at 1 o'clock in the morning, and Artie's son gets up and he was like, yo, man, where you been? And Jovan was like, look, young buck, you can't check me. This is my house. I live here too. So Artie comes running downstairs because she hears the commotion going going on downstairs. And she's like, what's going on? And Javon was like, I'm hungry. Okay, it's 1 o'clock in the morning. And she was like, don't go up in my refrigerator. The kitchen is closed. So he spots some spaghetti on the stove. So he goes to make himself a plate. And Artie and her son were like, nah, bro, you can't get anything to eat up in here tonight. So this dude takes a whole container of spaghetti and he throws it on the floor. Okay, so now we have spaghetti everywhere. So the scene ends with Artie and her son pushing Javon out the front door, telling him, look, you cannot stay here. So anyway, we're going to have to see and wait till next week's episode to see whether or not she actually kicked him out. But the thing about it is Artie, she was mad as hell. And I'm like, but yo, that's not your man. So she's the one with the issues. But anyway, that concludes my review of Inmate to Roommate, and it is aired on A&E, and this is season 1 and it's episode 7. So make sure that you watch the show, and then next Thursday we can come back here and just have a really good kiki. I'm Onna Harps. If you like the video, make sure you comment, subscribe, hit that like button, and make sure you hit that notification bell, and that way you'll be notified each and every time I upload a video. I'm Onna Harps. I gotta go. See ya.